Hello Libra, and welcome to your April 2019 love reading. I did do general readings as well. Also, I do want to apologize for the setup. I am currently in the middle of relocating. So allow me just a moment to go ahead and lay out your messages. I feel that you guys feel like you feel like you're chasing your tail. Or you're chasing after someone, okay? This is indicating a repetitive cycle where the same thing is happening over and over and over. Many of you may be dealing with a water sign. This would be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Some of you could be involved with a Capricorn. Pisces stands out here strongly. But showing up at the center of your spread here, you do have the High Priestess. So this is all about using your intuition. And it's also, where it's kind of a warning to keep things to yourself. You're dealing with someone who's lying to you. And I feel like it's best for you to, instead of confronting them, instead of arguing with them, you may just want to sit back and observe. I feel that you're going to get further that way. And you are showing up here as well. This is you or another air sign like yourself, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is about wanting the truth. It's someone who's very, they value the truth. They value the truth. They value clarity. And showing up here, we have the King of Cups. So typically when I see this, it's where for some of you, you're dealing with a third party situation. For others of you, you're hoping to take a relationship to the next level. But you may be the third party, or there may be a third party. Either way it goes. I'm definitely picking that up. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. This is typically a family unit. It's typically a family unit where, it's something solid, stable, secure, something that you've worked very hard at. So, with it coming up like this, honestly, someone may be hiding that they're already in a commitment. Some of you may be a third party to someone else's relationship. Or, you may be questioning your partner if they're involved with someone else. You have here the Devil. This is all about temptation. And it's showing up in the upright position. This particular combination, it's definitely where there's a lot of secrets. And here's the third party. So here you have showing up a fire sign. This would be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. I'm feeling for some of you, this has been a situation that's gone on for quite some time. Okay? And I feel that this may have been kept a secret for quite some time. Someone feels trapped, bound, or shackled. For a very small percentage of you, someone may actually be on house arrest. I don't know where I'm getting that from. But you're wanting the truth. You're wanting to get down to the truth of a matter. And I feel that it's like someone has been leading you astray. And you're realizing, do I want to be a part of this? Or do I want to deal with this? I feel like this person, it seems like they come with baggage. They come with a lot of baggage. And although you may have feelings for this person, it may be more of a sexual relationship. And with the Six of Wands here, this is indicating victory, but it's also someone who is quite attractive. Someone who has other people watching them. There's also a little bit of envy here. Some of you, definitely someone is trying to infiltrate your relationship. Okay, that doesn't mean that they're going to be successful, but you may have an inkling of this. You may be feeling this, where someone is trying to tempt your partner, or someone trying to tempt you. Eight of Wands, this is about communication. So someone is, I'm getting like sending sexual text messages, for example. Yeah. Someone is trying to break into a relationship here, and I don't even feel that not to say it's ever okay, but I don't feel this is coming from an emotional standpoint. I feel this is sexual, where someone is like sending someone, dirty messages, sexual messages. And some of you, you know this. I feel like you know this. But it's like you're waiting on them to slip up. That's what it is. You're waiting on them to slip up. Your intuition, you know that this is going on. You know it. For some of you, it's happened before. This has happened more than one time. Okay? And with the moon here, as I said, it is about deception. These were your clarifiers. You have the Ten of Cups, the Wheel, and the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, this is where, we're waiting. We're waiting. This is all about timing. So you're waiting on the truth to come out. Some of you are waiting on someone. You're waiting on them to get out of a relationship and solidify something for you. Others of you, it's the other way around, where someone may be waiting on you. It's like someone is waiting. And with this Ten of Cups, again, this is very much family unit. Okay, there may be children involved here for some of you guys, but you have both of the tens. So it's like you're waiting on a relationship to end, or you're waiting on someone to solidify something with you. Okay, and if this is, the other viewpoint, then it's where, like, some of you have been waiting on someone for quite some time, and they've been keeping you a secret. Okay. Others of you, it's the other way around, where someone has been waiting, like if they're trying to sway your partner or something like that, they may be telling them, oh, I'm going to leave, oh, I'm going to get out of the relationship, oh, I'm going to walk away. That's the type of thing that I feel. And you already know it. The intuition, the High Priestess is showing up at the center. You know this. You feel this. With the Eight of Swords, this is indicating feeling restricted, feeling bound, and feeling like you're not sure what to do. Feeling like you don't know what you're going to do. And this is where we're lacking information. Again, so some of you guys, you know it, but you can't 100%. Like you don't have the proof. Like you know it intuitively, you can feel it, but you may not have the proof. I feel like that's what you're looking for. That's what you're trying to uncover. So you may be going through someone's phone, through their social medias, going through their pictures, looking for text messages. I feel like you're determined to find this. Someone may have like an online dating website, something like that. And here you have the Page of Coins. So this would be an earth sign, which is a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. We do have all of the elements here. So some of you guys, they may be involved with more than one person. This is someone who's easily distracted, easily swayed. It's like on to the next bright, shiny thing, right? So you may feel like someone's been leading you astray, definitely. And you're telling yourself, in time, it will come out. In time, it will come out. Yeah, and here we have the Fool. So this is about a new path, a new journey. But, it's where, even though it's a new beginning, it's where we have quite a bit of experience under our belt, okay? So some of you, you're trying to tell yourself not to feel foolish in a particular situation. But it seems like someone thinks that they're just gonna up and walk away and start a new life. And I feel like that's just ridiculous. Like, someone has their head in the clouds here. They're distracted. They may be involved with someone, who's selling them a dream, who's just distracting them. I feel like this is a temporary distraction. And, again, someone who's highly attractive, this does indicate, someone who's attractive. But, typically they're involved with more than one person. So it's like they're wasting their time. They're wasting their time. This is not something that's ever going to solidify. I feel like it's primarily sexual. And if they're taking you for granted, if you're the relationship partner and you're being taken for granted while they're, involved in this, it's going to backfire. And that's what some of you are telling yourself. You're saying what goes around comes around. And, that's true. That's absolutely true. You are feeling, as I said, you are feeling restricted at this time. You are feeling a little trapped. Some of you, you're thinking about this nonstop, where, you are trying to uncover it. You're trying so hard to uncover it. And you haven't yet, even though you know it. But, instead of arguing about it, like I said, sit back and observe. Sit back and observe. I feel like observe their patterns, watch their behavior, wherever. I feel like someone's lying about their whereabouts. In particular, if they're traveling somewhere, it could be as simple as going to the store. It could be as simple as going right down the road. But I feel like someone's lying about their whereabouts. And eventually they will slip up. Eventually they will slip up. And I feel like that's what you're waiting on. Keep an eye on your finances. Because there's a potential here for someone to be stashing away money. Like I said, it's like someone thinks they're just going to bail out and start a whole new life. That's what I feel that someone's thinking here. And you're like, oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. Some of you do have children with this person. Others of you, it's just been a relationship that you've been in for quite some time. And with the 2 tens, as I said, that typically indicates, coming to an end. And you do have the 3 of Swords here. So, this is where we're feeling heartbroken. We're feeling hurt. And it's about clarity. Notice he's looking at the candles. He's seeing the flame. And he's seeing things clearly. So, some of you, you're going to feel like you've been taken for granted, or like you overlooked the signs, or, how did I not see this? Those types of feelings is what I'm picking up here. But, like I said, what goes around comes around, and everybody has their time. Everybody has their time. Yeah, they're flying out here. Let me pick the rest of these up. So, you have here the Tower. So, sudden epiphanies, sudden realizations, seek and you shall find. So, you are uncovering the truth here. With the 5 of Cups, this does indicate feeling disappointed. The Queen of Wands in the reverse, going back to what I said in the beginning, this is usually a sex-only situation. But, that doesn't mean that it hurts any less. Sometimes it hurts even more, because you feel like, well, is it a sexual affair? Is it an emotional affair? And sometimes the sexual part can hurt more, because it can make you, doubt yourself. But either way, so this may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but showing up in the reverse position, it's like disappointed over sexual activity. Some of you, this has created a rift, even though you don't have proof yet. It's created a rift in between you and your partner, because you're feeling intuitively that they're being intimate with someone else. You're feeling it. So as a result, you may not be being intimate with them anymore. And with the Knight of Coins in the reverse position, this is like where you're feeling stuck. This is something that is not moving forward. You feel stuck. So some of you, you feel stuck even though this is going on. Like if you have a family with this person, or if there are joint shared resources, you're like, how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to get out of this? That's what I pick up. Some of you are in a third party, and you may be saying, how am I going to get out of this? But that's what I feel. Like, what am I going to do? How do I fix this? How do I get out of this? So some of you are trying to exit a relationship. Some of you are trying to exit a third party. And if you're the ones that's trying to get a third party gone, it's like, you know, there's arguments about this. Again, this is about clarity moments, epiphany moments, sudden realizations. But it's where, yeah, I feel like you feel stuck. You feel stuck. This is something, you know, they may have done this more than one time. Or there may be more than one person involved. Here we have the Page of Cups. So, again, more water sign energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this is someone where, you know, they're not offering very much. This is not much of an offer. I feel that for some of you, this is a friends with benefits, you know, sexual relationship only, and someone may have feelings for the other person. So one person may be trying to make it more emotional, where the other is, you know, they're thinking, oh, it's just sexual. That's what it is for some of you. And you may be disappointed in that. You know, if you're the one that's on the side where, you know, you started to develop emotions, then you may feel like this person took you for granted. You know, you may feel like they took you for granted. They used you. Some of you definitely feel that way. If you were the one being led astray and someone was telling you, oh, you know, I'm going to leave, I'm going to be with you, we're going to build something together. It's like they were, you know, living in a fantasy. Someone has had their head in the clouds. And I feel that, you know, this Tower moment is where it's coming crashing down and things are getting more serious. Do watch out for your finances, as I said. Make sure that someone's not stashing money away. I feel like someone could, yeah. I feel like someone could, you know, it's like they think they're going to bail. This Three of Pentacles is about cooperation, working together. It's very often, you know, cohesion, a group endeavor. So, for some of you, you know, you've been waiting on a situation to work out. Like I said, if you're the one where, you know, you've been waiting on someone, it's like they've been giving you false hope. They've been leading you astray. And it's been just a sex-only situation. And, you know, someone here has caught feelings and is trying to work on it, trying to build something, trying to make this grow, trying to make it blossom. And the other person is, you know, they're viewing it as just sex only. So, whatever angle you're coming from, you'll know what applies to you. For those of you where, you know, this is a third party that's been involved with you, or your partner, you know, it may be them feeling that way, where, you know, they've caught feelings and they want to make it into something more. But the other person's not willing to. Like, this is two different ideas in mind. And someone feels taken for granted, and someone feels very naive, and someone feels hurt. It's like there was a distraction created here. Also, be careful of someone trying to distract you on purpose. I feel that's a possibility. Like, someone may be trying to get you to slip up. Your relationship partner may be trying to get you to slip up, okay? Some of you, you know, you keep trying to work on something with someone, and I feel like it just never moves forward. It's someone with their head in the clouds, and, you know, they're easily distracted, and they're restless, and they're not building. They're not building, they're not growing, they're not maturing. So no matter how much effort you put in, it doesn't matter, because I feel that, you know, that's just their energy. They're more immature. So it's like, you know, feeling like you've been waiting for nothing. So you're feeling overwhelmed at this time. I feel like you're feeling overwhelmed, like your emotional self is feeling overwhelmed. This is also all about an internal struggle. Some of you are like, how did this happen? What do I do? You know, going back to that again, how do I get out of this? Or what did I do? Like, I think I said at the beginning where you may be feeling like you have regrets. For some of you, something started innocently enough. It may have started as just, you know, friends with benefits only, and then now someone has feelings, and you're like, what do I do with this? What am I supposed to do? So there is some anxiety here. There is some internal conflict here. And you're feeling like, you know, do I hold on? Do I let go? Some of you are connected with this person financially. Where, you know, you may have built a life with you may have built a life with someone. You may have a secure foundation with someone. And it's like, you know, they may be taking away your sense of security. And that's making you feel very overwhelmed. You know, if you're the one where someone has been doing something behind your back, I feel that it's more about just taking from you emotionally more than taking from you financially. It's like they're taking away your sense of security, your comfort, your security blanket. Some of you have feelings for two people, and you're not sure what to do. So if you're the one deciding between two people, you know, you're feeling overwhelmed with having to make this decision, but I do feel that it has to be made. Someone here is clinging on. Again, it's like you don't know how you're going to resolve a conflict or get out of a situation. It seems like something has went on too long or got out of control. Yeah. So we have death here. This is about endings, transformations, you know, ending something so that something new can begin. And, you know, this is standing out really strong to me. I feel that, you know, you're having to make a decision, or someone you're involved with is having to make a decision. And it's a quite emotional one, it seems. But there's too many people involved in this. There, you know, there's too many cooks in the kitchen, or however you want to say it. And, you know, someone feels like they've been trampled over. Okay, you do have justice here in the upright position. This is you. But, you know, more importantly, it's about the truth. And there is a level of enlightenment here. So some of you, you're going to get very clear. You're going to decide that you're done with this. You're done with the competition. You're done with people, you know, competing. And you're tired of feeling overwhelmed. You're tired of feeling like you're being taken for granted. It's like you're getting fed up here. And, you know, you're taking your sword and you're cutting this off, so to speak. I feel like that's what you're doing. You're ending it and you're cutting it off. You're tired of feeling overwhelmed. You're tired of having anxiety. You're tired of worrying about finances. It's like this person that once was a sense of security to you, they're not anymore. And if someone's treating you this way, where they're bailing on you, something like that, they're just going to end up feeling very foolish and very naive, because I feel like they're going to end up hurt, and it's going to backfire. So you do have justice on your side. This is coming out in your favor in the end. But something does have to end. It is time for transformation. It's time for change. And this may be something that you're doing for yourself. Again, this is you. So you're going through a change. You're going through a change. I feel like the days of clinging on to someone or letting someone cling on to you are over. And I think I've said this before. A lot of you have dealt with relationships where someone has been codependent on you, whether they're dependent on you financially or whether they're dependent on you emotionally. It's like you've been used and taken advantage of and taken for granted. And I feel like you try to work it out and you try to stick it out, and it always ends up this way, where you end up having to cut them off. You end up having to end it, and you're sick of it. I feel like you guys are fed up. And if this is someone who's stepped outside of the relationship, I feel like they've done it over and over and over and over. And you're finally at that boiling point. I don't even feel like you're lashing out. As I said, you're observing quietly. You may even just detach in silence and go your own way. I just feel like you don't even have the heart in it anymore. You don't even have the heart in it. You're a little hurt, but I don't feel like it's a big hurt. I kind of feel like you expected it, because it seems like it's a repetitive cycle and it's happened more than one time. So, Libras, I feel that you're getting yourself into a much better, a much healthier situation here. By cutting out the negativity and the toxicity. So when this person tries to contact you and lure you back in, think twice, because I feel that you're going to regret it, and they're just going to do the same thing all over again. It's like they temporarily distract you or do something to temporarily get your mind off of something, but they're not changing. I feel like you're the one that's changing, so that you can grow. It's like you don't want to attract this type of mate anymore. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy your month, and I will see you in May.